I'm a grown ass man, right? And I like games. Okay. So when I pick up a game, right? I'm a gamer. So when I pick up a game, even if it's a new game, I could get the hang of it relatively quickly. And I could get better at it with playing the game. But a nigga plays Fortnite and the 12-year-old builds a tower around me. And then he somehow like does a trap and the trap falls on your head. And he like, there's no way. There's no way.
It's over with.
Yeah.
How does your brain function, child?
It's getting to this point. Like obviously it depends on how kids are raised, because some kids are raised differently. Like, as you know, I've been fucking swamped with guests at my house lately for some reason, even though I've never had that happen before. So we had some family friends come by. Is this a friend of my mom who's fine, and then her
fine.
Yeah, and then her kids. Unfortunately, her kids
not as fine.
Then her kids.
Hold on. Wait, her kids could be adults, but I don't know.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because I know you like old women.
Thank you.
But this woman is not that old. So her kids came, and her kids, they were raised very much like they don't interact with technology as much, which I think is a good thing because technology nowadays sucks nuts. But they were mostly outside kids and stuff, but they know a little bit. Like they've played like Zelda on the Switch and shit. They know somewhat. So they were at my house, and of course because they knew who I was, they wanted to see me. I was in my room doing whatever, and I was like, okay, I want them to stop bothering me. So I was like, play Spider-Man on my computer. And these kids who are like 7 and 9 could not figure out how to use a mouse and keyboard at the same time. Man. But then my uncle and his kids visited, and he's got a new son who's like, I think 3. His 4th birthday was going to be soon. And that's my little cousin. And it's like, you know how when you're a certain age, you're just way more impressionable, right? Like that's why they recommend that if you're going to learn piano, you do it young because you're not used to using one hand yet. This kid knew how to use the mouse keyboard he was easy. Yeah, he was doing this shit. He was straight chilling. He would just like move the mouse and then he would type up some weird shit. He accidentally somehow I don't think he can read yet, but he was like somehow actually getting results for like Cocomelon looking shit. And I was like, how are you doing that? Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
And I'm like, it's weird because it's like those years are the best time to kind of help decide what path. Obviously, kids change and everything, but what general path a child is going to go on. Like those 2 kids who are 7 and 9 now, they're probably going to be the type of person who have to like really look at the keyboard to get used to how to use it. But my little nephew, or my little cousin, sorry, he's probably going to be going nuts on computers, realistically.
That's insane, bro. I'm pretty good at picking up games and shit, man. But like you said, Fortnite,
it's crazy to me.
It's crazy to me. I think that was my moment where I realized I'm getting old, where I'm just like, I cannot keep up with some of the kids playing this shit. Like, I used to be able to, like, get on a game, get good at it immediately. Man. Well, then again, you know what? Maybe I just thought I was good because I was a kid. I don't know. But
no,
now,
those kids are good.
Now there's kids who are just like, they're just good at the game. Yeah.
So you mentioned something, right? Because I know I want kids, and I know you don't want kids unless you're successful enough to make sure they have the life that you want them to have. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you said you wanted kids or not.
Yeah, I want kids.
You want kids too, right? Does it worry you that back in the day, we could just get on shit, do not kick shit, and no one knew about it? Because, like, Kick. I had Kick in middle school, right? I know a lot of people that had Kick in middle school. Now, I don't know what the fuck you were using Kick for, but you weren't using it right. Because
I'm still confused about this. Bro, I was really texting classmates. You niggas was on a dark web.
No. Nobody used Kick to text like normal shit.
I was texting the homies. You like, yo, bro, what y'all on it? Bro.
No, you weren't using it right.
Buying robots from the future and shit, bro.
You weren't using it right, bro.
Y'all make it seem like y'all had nuclear war codes in y'all fucking archives. Like, dude.
So, like, intellectually, I know, right? I know that something like Snapchat is really, I mean, come on, it's an app for like teenagers to young adults to use to send pictures that immediately get deleted. Come on, I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot.
You know what's so funny? I was literally just thinking about this. because I was texting her and I was said, you can set the chat settings. My bad to interrupt.
No, do your thing.
You can set the chat settings to either delete 24 hours after viewing or right after it's viewed.
Yeah.
You know exactly what this fucking app is for,
you know
man.
what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So if it's like, bro, if you on this app, you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing, right? And people, like, I know for sure that I don't want my child to have Snapchat. Like, as a child, I don't want them to, as a kid, they shouldn't have it. I know what it's for. But I know for sure that they're going to be, just like how my folks didn't know about Kick.
There's gonna
be shit that you're not allowed to have Snapchat, but then they start fucking with Gloop Glop.
They gonna get around you.
See,
go ahead. I'm gonna.
It's just it's a really careful balance where it's like, because you don't want to be too controlling.
You don't want to be overbearing,
but
gotta
also,
protect them.
yeah, exactly. Like that. Man, I'm not even a parent yet, and the thought of that stresses me out. Like, fuck, dude, that is such a hard balance. Because I don't want my kid to hate me, but I also don't want my kid getting themselves hurt.
Yeah, you shouldn't do the things you do. Oh my god! And then there are these apps where there are apps on the App Store that are just role playing games. I remember because I used to have one around my I think it was in 8th grade. It was called Party in My Dorm Room, and it was this fucking app where you role played just with other kids your age, and it was never like safe for work role play.
Yeah.
Right? It was dumb. It was dumb shit. Shit not kids shouldn't have. But it was an app for kids to role play, or an app for predators.
Yeah, more than likely you was talking to a couple of adults. More than likely.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Yeah. But that's insane to me. Because my pops doesn't know about that. My mother doesn't either.
Yeah. This reminded me of something else that I might save for a future episode, but that just reminded me of something. But you had a thought.
Yeah, the way my thought process would be, because I know how I grew up. I was my mom was very strict, but I was still able to get around some shit. I don't think she watches the podcast. Either way, I'm 21. But
you're a grown ass man.
No, I ain't gonna say that to her now. Just in case she sees it. But so there were things I was slipping around, and then but even still having friends, seeing how they were slipping around. Like I knew a girl who didn't have a phone. She wasn't supposed to have a phone. Got it taken and everything. She went and bought another phone.
Oh,
yes.
You just what? Why didn't you just chill out for a week? Be like, hey, get some good grades real quick. All right, need to get my phone back.
That's
Fuck
insane, bro.
But anyway, I'm gonna just let them, kind of do them a little bit. But I'm gonna explain to them. I'm gonna explain to them very well, like, bro, there's some shit out there. You will get fucked up, but you need to chill out. You need to see something. You need to be able to see something and be like, nah, and go. Because I'm gonna let you do. It's gonna be ages, certain ages.
Yeah.
Snapchat it on 9 years old. Fuck nothing. If they like, okay, let's say this. My biggest one that I'm on. We all know teenagers, hornballs.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ.
I know when my daughter's son, when they turn 15, 16, I'm gonna just be like, hey man, if you need some condoms, just let me know.
Hit me up.
Please.
Because I swear to God, if you get a baby, I'm fucking you up.
I would rather you have a lot of partners, but protected, than out here just doing crazy shit.
Come on.
Like, just be like, bro, just chill out.
Yeah.
Be cool.
It's
Be
not.
cool.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Future kids, you cool.
Because I'm not gonna be the one that doesn't let you do anything. Because I know you're gonna do it anyway. A wise man once said, don't give an order that you know won't be followed. I know that it's not gonna work out that way. So I will let you do certain shit as long as you're safe.
Nah,
Exactly.
Some of my shit, I'm gonna put my foot down. I'm type of parent, I ain't gonna beat my kids, but I'm gonna definitely start selling shit. But you be on the Xbox all day, you got F, you gonna come home from school, bro.
That shit gonna be gone.
That's it. That's toward the rent, buddy. You best get that A+ shit. You know what I mean?
Bro.
That's why when I have a kid, I want to, before I even introduce like technology into their lives, that's what I was saying with my family friend. I think it's kind of good that they raise their kids the way they did, because I want to teach them the value of just life itself. Like, yeah, look at all the shit around you that is nice to do that doesn't involve having to look at your phone. Because then eventually, like, I'm not going to not let them have a phone, like, at a certain age. But I don't want them to be their lives. Because that's when you start to get apps that you shouldn't have, or start trying to meet people online or whatever. Like, enjoy life itself and not digital life. is, I think, a very important lesson to.
It just scares me, man. It scares me because we were the generation. We were the generation
I was about to say that too earlier.
It started to get really bad at. Remember in middle school, NK, because you already said it. I'm not gonna. Remember in middle school that the police showed up and they had an intervention in the fucking lunchroom about people sending nudes.
Oh,
we were in middle school, bro.
I do remember that, and it's because, like you said, it was right at the point we were born at the craziest kind of cross section of the internet where like there wasn't a lot of like app blocks or stuff to protect your children, but things were getting to a point where it's like you should probably start protecting your children, but we just didn't have that yet. So we were just going into crazy shit.
We was just diving.
Yeah,
like we were the test.
We got
test
thrown
lab
right in the deep end, and
we were the lab rats of the generation.
And that's crazy you said that shit, Mandrella, because fucking so TT wasn't. She had a phone, right? But her phone had like not a tracker in it, but like a tracker app that she couldn't personally delete unless she had the password. So she had another phone. She had 2 phones. And one day, this is crazy. So I got his little brother Jalen, right? One day he might be on the podcast. I got his little brother Jalen, right? And I'm like, hey yo, Jay, I know you're tired of being a virgin. I can set you up, right? So I introduced him to TT. And you know how we had after school club, what like Club Inspire or whatever.
And all that.
And so she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to his house and after school club, and then when the bus gets there, I'll just hop on the bus so the bus can take me home, right? So she gives me her phone that has the tracker app, and she just takes the one that does it, and she just goes to his house. And her parents think she at school because that's what the fucking phone says.
Wow.
That's wild.
It's also crazy because the more you try to keep shit away from your kids, the smarter they get at circumventing it.
I think she only did that because they put a fucking tracker on them.
Yeah.
Yes!
Nobody else.
Because you wouldn't have thought of that if you weren't given that limitation.
I don't got a tracker on my phone. I never thought about fucking going off the fucking Wisconsin.
The grid?
That is some Mission Impossible shit.
So I'm real quick side note. What you were talking about, you were glad that your little cousin was raised around technology or whatever, or something like that.
I was saying that it's because he's young, he's in an impressionable state where if he started learning about technology now, he'd probably be way better at it than certain kids. Oh. But for me, if I were to raise a kid, I don't want to introduce them. Like, I'm not going to sit my kid in front of an iPad when they're really young.
Absolutely
like,
not.
I want them to enjoy. I get there's less outside kind of than when we were kids, but there's stuff outside to do. You can play with friends. I want them to have like actual friends. I want them to enjoy the natural parts of life before they get into technology generally.
I was saying they gotta, no matter what, you don't always have to keep up with the times.
We're
starting to go crazy digital.
Yeah.
Everybody like 70 and up is kind of fucked right now.
It's true.
And they're going to be fucked in the next 5 more years. But like the kids now, they have to learn about that shit. Like,
oh yeah,
is it truly that? I mean, yeah, it's bad. It's bad shit. You got a 5-year-old that's happened to something, but they have to learn it. You know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna be slow as fuck.
I don't want to restrict my kid like from technology forever. I just think I kind of see it in steps where it's like increments, like pretty much very little, maybe, and then like the most normal technology I'll probably show them is like, you know, they're gonna know how to use like TVs and normal shit, but I'm not gonna have them. Like, I don't want them getting into shit. I don't want them getting into social media and all that too soon, because that's what's really fucks people up. Like, scientists, they're like, yeah, the human attention span is like 3 seconds shorter just across the board than it used to be because social media. That. And it's like, yeah, I would like to do whatever I can generally to help circumvent that. But yeah, they have to know how to use technology, like, especially because I love technology myself. So I'm going to show them shit, just not too early. When they're still impressionable, I want them to appreciate other things first, basically.
It's scary to think about like the future, like and shit like that.
Man. Yeah.
Dude, one of my homies, man, he got a kid on the way. And he just fucking disappeared.
Oh God.
He just disappeared. Like, off answer. I think he's like, working towards, helping the baby and everything. But dude, it's scary. It's like, bro, I grew up with him, bro. And now I just don't know what's going on. But he does it usually. Like, you know, he disappears for like a month or two, and then comes back. No problem, cool, whatever. You know, what's up, bro? Damn, he's dipped.
That's crazy.
That is how it seems with a lot of people I know from school who had kids. It's like they have a kid and they just can't spend enough time with other people anymore. They just got shit to do.
Cause damn, it's been so long. I forgot that nigga name. What was that man's? He's still in the OG group chat till this day. I think that he got a kid and he just didn't talk in the group chat anymore. Yeah, dude, bro. And I remember I saw it at CVS. The CVS. This nigga doesn't know where it is, even though you've lived here most of your life.
Like 4 years or something. He lived here for high school.
But that man's
most of your life.
You know what I mean? That man's. I mean, come on, 4, 5, 6 years, bro. You're like 21, bro. That's like 1/5 of your life. Okay. Come on, maybe. Thank you. That man, you know, he used to talk in the group chat a lot, and then he had his baby. And I mean,
that baby for a while. He was in a group chat.
Well, I think he also had marital problems. Him and his baby mama, I think, had some crazy fallout or something. Because I remember once I was on Facebook, and I guess I was friends with her. Or no. You know how sometimes if someone comments on a post, even if it's on someone you don't know, it'll show up on your page. So I saw a post where it was it was like, this nigga got herpes, he got gonorrhea, he got AIDS, and I was like, what is happening? Whoa! And it was his baby mama slandering him because I guess something just.
You probably gotta block out his name.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely now. But yeah. Yeah, so there's so much. That's also why if I ever have kids, I guess you can never know, but I want to be as sure as possible that whoever it's with, I am fully in love with. Because I don't want to have a broken home for my kid either.
Me either. Oh my God, bro. Why did me and my girls have a conversation? And I told them that, this is some evidence type shit.
Okay.
I can cut it out if I have to.
I told them, right, that if we have a kid together, because I've told you, and I think I've told you as well, that my life goal is to have kids. I want to be a father. Everything else is to supplement that. My life goal is to have children. I want to be a father so badly. And I told them both. We were in the kitchen and we had a conversation, and I was like, "Yo," but the conversation came up like, "Yeah, what happens if you have a divorce with the kids?" Yeah. And I was like, "Well, I'm keeping my kids." You can't expect to take someone's only dream and then take them away. I don't give a fuck about your laws or your court orders. That don't mean shit to me.
Yes. Spoken like a true man. Spoken like a true fucking insane man.
You know what? You're right about evidence shit. It's going to be years later. It's going to be this clip is going to be played in the courtroom.
Yeah, we're going to delete the whole fucking episode.
You know what? Maybe we should cut this one out.
Oh, you think?
Oh, God.
It's gonna be ugly, man. It's gonna be just a big ass. It's gonna be a quick ass cut. It's like, all right, guys,
nothing happened. No evidence of any kind.
Yes.
We have no idea what happened.
That's crazy because one day it's gonna be like we're gonna be in our 30s and you're just gonna hear something. Oh wait, both of them died at the same time?
I don't know nothing about that.
It's gonna be one of those moments where you just like chilling with your family in the news, saying some crazy shit. You just like, nigga, what?
honey, isn't that man your friend? I've never met that man in my life.
I have no idea.
No clue who that is.
Turn the TV off and throw it away.
Grabs the picture of all of my friends. Don't worry about that.
Oh my God.
So